Так, начинаем. Всем здрасте. Шайку берем. Отворачиваем. Окей. Блять. Место это, блять, вечно. Так, ну.
Hello there.
We need your face to become familiar. First, a question. Where did you come from? A Daedric prince, you say? Yes. Lie with confidence. You should not, because you are...
Another distraction.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction. We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must. Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Eelsil is this way.
Так. Бежали дальше, блядь.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need... Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from... What do you mean? Pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our... I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things. Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should speak privately before you depart. Let's meet by the statues north of camp. There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one, Eelsil is most impressed with his newest bauble. But the undead are a threat to all of Kanathi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Karanet told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet to Kanathi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide you.
Так, ну пойдем.
Halt! Come no closer. Come no closer. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach. A foolish spirit. My ambition brought me low, but I won't allow it to happen to another. The book before you bears a terrible curse, as do 2 others. You can hear it, but how? Are you strong enough to resist their call? Could you bring them to the shrine and finish what I did not? Heed my words. The forbidden knowledge within those books isn't for this world. The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction. On the shores of Canarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral, it is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay, no matter how strong.
Иди. Что? В чем? В камне застрял? Серьезно?
Please, a moment. Please, I need your help. My master's I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. 2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. I have no doubt Aurelian. My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountain... Ah, so you've met him. Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather. Perhaps prevent another hurricane. Eilsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
You have such intricate stitching. Turn back. I'm whatever I wish to be. I change bodies like high elves change clothes. Though the corpses in this temple limit my wardrobe. Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, though the flesh on his bones reminds me of my youth. And the robes. Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I could definitely wear you in the autumn. I tire of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
That can't be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Пойди-ка, блядь.
May the ape protect you. The wards blocking the temple doors are located on opposite sides of the courtyard. The wards blocking the temple doors are located on...
Scorpions, poison courses through
Watch
its
for undead.
prey.
I'll disrupt the ward.
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
This ward won't keep us out for long.
Hey.
The cycle of the 2 moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier. My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned... barrier is down. But before we proceed, I need to speak with you. When we entered the temple, the Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound Thank you. We should keep moving. We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few alterations. There was a time when the sound of Uldor's... Why, I'm Uldor. I see your dominion teaches you nothing of my people. I shouldn't... Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Aurelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must... I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also beige. But I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry. Then drown.
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone piles if you keep the undead at bay. It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me! It's working! I'll weaken the next circle. Right behind you.
Stay back!
Uldor! Get out of my body! Now!
Silence! None command Uldor!
command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. Despite all my knowledge, only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Kael'thas's roost with an Uldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body. Even in death, he can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsil's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of me. These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morning Stone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough. No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb. After he saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him. For some reason, he feared you. No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be... Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual... Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island. Thank you. I should prepare myself.
Gathwin, I beg you to reconsider.
You're too important, Aurelian. If the Dominion lost you, we would be lost.
Then I'll recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, my dearest friend.
Farewell, Aurelian.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
Uldor, my master was a fool to doubt your power. I'll help you wreak the vengeance you seek, if you allow me.
Such a spectacular willing garment. Very well.
I can't fight him for long. Quickly, place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. Stay away from those pedestals. Do not leave this tomb alive. You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
Water weakens Uldor, but I can't hold him for long. Quickly, go to Aurelian. Tell him I did what... I know Uldor will keep me alive. He far prefers a living form to the dead. Strange. How can I know this? I feel him stirring within me. Help Aurelian.
we've restored the mornings. You speak truth. I need to record everything that happened here. I've rarely encountered a creature of Udal's power. There may be a way to separate him from Gathwin, but it will take much time and study. She's not just an apprentice, she's my friend. If there's a way to free her, I swear I'll find it. Please don't think me ungracious. There you are. I'm afraid it won't remain open for long.
Tak. Tak, ладно, идем дальше.
Have you seen my rib cage? That milk-drinking wizard scattered me across 3. A warrior, part of a raiding party.
Don't believe her lies. Knowledge is power.
Can any of you hear me? You there. Have you seen my squad? We were all on the little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. Our ship's hold was packed full of an old squat creatures made of teeth. Good luck. Do me a favor.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet? Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling. Glow juice? Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. Good. I'll find Sergeant Furia.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. I saw her swept overboard. Blow juice? Used to think... Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them.
Bless you. She's alive. Glow juice. Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Furion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in...
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite the scout. What do you mean? First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else was in that cave? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? Wait, take this.
Tak się podejdu.
still need more supplies.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hull. Oh, and our Sunsighter. Sure, talking's easier than working. Barnacles on the arse. Captain Jimala uses it to navigate.
What is it?
Always more to do.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can. Anglon is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. He's on his way. Anything else we can do? It's time for that mangy private.
But I can't promise more than that.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for you. I said I'd consider it. Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy. And Captain Jimala always pays her debts.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rest. Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they'd disappeared. The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
The Sea Vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists.
vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
Привет, привет, Миш, привет.
Sur and Workville. Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide.
I know what I'm doing.
Get off our supplies!
Revelations await.
Finally, Besa Joe will find this fabled brush.
Don't believe her lies.
Whew! Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Knowledge is power.
Так, я хотел кое-что попробовать. Смотрим, короче.
Revelations await.
At last. This book had best be worth the price.
Turn back, Master. This is not the place for us.
This one does not understand. This shrine is supposed to be lit with an ever-burning flame. Perhaps Shahira... A simple Khajiit, doing what she can to survive. Sahirodaro came to this shrine for guidance. Answers to unasked questions. Mysteries defined by the stars themselves. And if Sahirodaro makes some gold along the way, it's a shrine to Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Knowledge. They say if you stare into the fire, all will be revealed. Tomes, lost to the ages. They're full of secrets from an earlier time. A connection to our past, and a bridge to our future. While searching for the shrine, a spirit appeared to me and warned me away. Don't you see? Hermaeus Mora rewards the pursuit of knowledge. The spirit is a... That's her. It's the lying spirit.
Don't listen to these fools' words. The forbidden tomes must be destroyed. Place them... What? That isn't possible. No matter. I'll rekindle the shrine's fire with my own essence, but you must promise to destroy them. You saw what happens to those who possess the tome. Then that is a blessing. Once the books begin calling to you, there is little time before they ensnare you completely. Burn the books. Don't let...
No! The flames burn us! It hurts! It hurts!
You've done it. The tomes are gone. I can't hear, I'm certain. But no one else shall fall into their trap. You managed what I could not. But it is done, which is all that matters.
The storm, it brings strange fish, yes? Boots, metal, elves it seems. Anot thought a mud crab was on the hook, yes? He was lucky this one saw him before. Take him to the temple, yes? Priestesses of the two...
grown desperate.
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. Clearly, you were meant to help us out. John and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raz thinks... Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistrel's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk. Mistrel is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some... Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its own.
Glowlord, you used to be in the military. Does the Dominion hire sellswords?
What gave you that idea? Seriously, keep down about that. I deserted, remember?
Coward!
You weren't there. You would have fled too if you'd seen what they asked us to do.
Both of you calm down. Glowlord, do they?
I don't know. Sometimes. They have a lot of gold. When they hire mercenaries, it's to fight someone they can't be bothered with or to chop an enemy down to size.
I see the delight in your eyes.
You've come seeking power.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for some wild animal. Or worse. All sorts of dangerous things out there.
I have the finest in armor available.
times 6. A good haul.
Ah, our friends. They must have recovered from the storm, yes?
It had to happen sooner or later. The crossed tree never falls, or so they say. Still, all these soldiers mucking about, it makes me nervous.
You worry for nothing, little one. Their roots have grown for many years. It will take more than a few elves to tear them up.
I have many fine goods.
I have the finest in armor available. Well, I have the finest in armor.
There's nothing like a good fire, the warm ones.
I don't actually need new armor or anything. I just like coming here to get warm. Mine is an honest profession.
Progress is slow, but steady.
The ship has sunk. We must
I
find
see
someone
the
to hire
delight.
us till the next comes in.
Perhaps we should ask the local government. They will need help rebuilding after that gale, no?
I'm not too keen on that. A little town like this won't be able to pay up front. We're leaving on the next boat we can get, right?
You have a better idea? Spit it out!
Hey, ideas aren't my strong suit. I'm just saying, look at this place. Do they look like they can afford us?
You have a point. Matbia, what else?
Let's ask around. I'm sure something will come up.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these... Lorcan, take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maomer? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchants' ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say... Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this far.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Canarthi's roost has upset the... Most unexpected!
It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maoma have a tree. Indeed, why not? Exactly, a chorus of requests.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistral, Mayor And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maormer allies. They take... Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought us prosperity.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Kanathi's Roost for generations. And this is how they... By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will... We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf-rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her copy?
This one thinks you have come to make a deposit, yes? This one thinks you have come...
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty? Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. You understand the stakes, yes? It's why I ask you to take a more active role in locating. I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Kanathi's Roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the treaty. A freshly grown fruit, still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosma people, it's my goal to keep it that way. If you speak with the Green Lady, she sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosma people given form.
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't because her coffee was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk, if you were curious. A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day of the theft. His subtlety is rivaled only by his pleasant personality. Oh, and it's 5 drinks for instance. Someone needs to slip into Marmor Embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. Oh, and do it without bloodshed that could provoke war with the Marmor. In case he was not clear, Raz is talking about you. The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty...
As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.
Another one? Watch your step, Groundwalker. Don't cause trouble.
Ambassador Ulondil isn't here. And if he was, he'd be far too busy to... Off limits. You aren't getting through.
How much longer till we put out to sea?
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulondil's quarters aren't open for visitors. None of your business. Go bother the clerk. He doesn't know when to shut up either.
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors. So, he's actually doing his job? Most of the time he's writing love letters to some pretty face in town. Zadi or Zami or something. He's a fool in a crow's nest, searching the horizon for any sign of her love.
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulondil, do you think I take drinks from strangers? Never said I didn't want it. If the clerk didn't toss you out, I guess you're not a problem. Sure, one drink.
Another one?
I wonder what Ulandil intends with it.
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? You learn to know. The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maumar. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy. At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar worries at them, he'll tear a hole in the Malmer's side. The treaty, of course. Not Ambassador Ulandil, though.
The Sylvanar's inside resting. You have 5... Time for you to leave.
Still all these soldiers mucking about.
You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved. None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tale until she does. Now go!
Be disgusted by its cold, oozing nose.
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar desires, but I already told you. Did. But he was just here. What happened? How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. I'll shut down the port. Of course. I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard. You are welcome to review them for any inconsistencies that could...
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maumar to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vice-Reeve.
Outrageous! More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation.
No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Isn't High Fancy wonderful? He's been to every port between here and Sentinel.
Fine goods at fair prices.
I see the delight in your eyes.
So where are we going?
I'm thirsty. Let's find the inn.
We can't. They kicked us out, remember?
No. When?
Ha! Of course you don't remember. You're on your 6th flagon of plum brandy.
Get off my ship before I throw you off! And I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Too bad for us both. Now get off my deck before— Why didn't you say so? You're a deputy of the guard? The same guard whose authority ends where my ship begins? On the dock or in the water, your choice. Oh, that's a serving wench. 3 minutes. If my sailors see your hands where they shouldn't be, I'll keelhaul you myself.
Don't cause trouble.
What's your step, Groundwalker?
Another one.
Watch your step, Groundwalker.
Don't cause trouble.
another one?
Don't cause trouble.
Ой, ёпта.
I suppose I could use another break.
I don't have anything to steal or sell. No sugar. Nothing.
Pointed metal pieces or iron casings are all well and good. Pointed metal pieces.
Of course. Enchanting is not exactly. Glyphs are assembled.
As good a place as any. If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Maumar planned something, but what? Wait. The apothecary sold Daedra blood in these specific amounts? That would explain the strange liquid upon the... This is a sample of the vile cloud from around the Sylvanar's body. Bring it to the Green Lady. Tell her it killed her beloved. As for the rest, Harani will see what you found. We must move like Kenarthi herself is at our backs.
Still, all these soldiers mucking about, it makes me nervous.
killer will share the pain my beloved's death. No poison in all of Tamriel could harm my beloved. But this scent was on his body. Why is it out here as well? I can see it, leading away into the heart of this wretched city. You're blind to it, easily remedied. Follow if you can.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me. I followed his orders. Daedric poison for the wood elf and Ulandil. He said they could stop the tempest. Had to be removed.
I've heard enough.
His orders. Had to follow his orders.
There. You did what you had to. As did I.
The errant deputy. I was just informing headwoman Harani of her apothecary's connections to the... My what? You mean the apothecary? I assure you, he was never in my employ. Oh, well done. It doesn't matter now. The green lummox and her idiot husband... You're lying. She must be dead, or else she'd have come for me. She's coming for me, isn't she? I'm a duly appointed ambassador of the Mauma people. The tempest is coming. You cannot stop it.
Sea rat coward!
This is madness. There has been enough death in this city. Move, unless you don't mind the spatter. I'll keep him alive for a time. He won't starve. His limbs have so much flesh to sustain him. Go tell Harani the Marama is dead. Leave me to my work.
Заебись. Я просто я спрашиваю.
Mercy. Please. Mercy. Save me from... I do. By all the gods, I do.
Move, unless I'll keep him alive. Go. This is a private.
No! God's mercy! Stay back!
The gods can't hear you. Scream louder! That's it. Again!
Ah! Ah!
Where is former Ambassador Ulandil? Another honored enemy we must send to the Temple of the Morning Springs. Too many today. No matter. Before I fear we'll learn soon enough. What a nightmare. I hope all dealing. I signed a new treaty with Vicereeve Peladil moments ago. He assured me that... Hey, slowpaws!
Так. Господи, какой он больной.
You, yes, you. Commander Karanek needs you immediately. The Malmer attacked Cat's Eye Key from the sea. Come.
Что мы выключили лес?
What gave you that idea? Seriously, keep down about that. I deserted, remember?
So much to do, so little time.
You there. The Marmor attacked Cat's Eye Key with their Sea Viper forces. We need every able body for the rescue effort.
That Marmor ambassador was plotting against us all along.
It is as I said, Kirikolo. No good can come of that.
Quite right, my dear. It's a good thing Vicereeve Peladil was here to put things in place.
It was not all his doing. From what I understand, we have another to thank for that bit of business.
Is that so? Well, if the prince was not directly responsible, he was at least involved in the matter. In any case, I am glad it's over. I couldn't bear another moment with those salty ruffians about.
Huh! A counterattack? I'd settle for an organized defense. Our forces are scattered too thin. If we can't hold the gates, Mistral will fall to the Marmor. I'll coordinate Dominion forces from here, but I can't lock down this gate until the survivors clear out of the market. Send them my way. We need everyone...
Snakes.
Those Malma pirates came from the water. They're all over. Sea vipers happened. One must have... No, we can... The marine by the gate to Cat's Eye Key plans...
We can't let those Marmor pirates reach Mistral. I saw great serpents emerge from the waters. Those sea viper... No. When I saw my neighbors, I'll do no such thing. If any of those sea vipers...
What are you doing here? You feel that cold air rushing off? I sent my squad to scout Cat's Eye Key. I'll hold the gate, if you think you'll have need for a wizard. Or you could bring a Dominion Marine. Up to you. Then let's fillet these fish elf back.
Hey, squad got separated. Sea vipers carved runes in his chest. I grabbed him. Nistel held them off, hunting sea vipers. If you see her, whoever wrote these notes has an idea.
Get back to Mistral when you can.
a ringing head. I was in Sea Viper. Our dead size? Some high elf was it? What's that? My ears were ringing. Would you mind repeating the obvious? Wait, don't think me ungrateful.
Oh, Nistel.
Seem to harness a combination of wind and spirit. Indeed. I suppose that's optimal. You clearly haven't exactly the right... Completely. Go ahead, don't be... Phenomenal. I knew proximity... no, I can't say... Listen, you handle the storm totems. I'll determine...
game.
This is Eelsil, speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Malma. I know what they're planning. Through my Psijic projection, I observed an old ritual site north of Mistral. The Sea Vipers summoned a powerful creature known as a Storm Atronach. They're funneling all that energy. The creature can only hold so much energy before it discorporates. All the energy will wash over Kanathi's roost, killing anything it touches. Except for the thunderbugs, of course. Oh, and the mountain north of Mistral will shatter, leaving no trace of the town. Ah, there's the genius of their plan. How do you bind a creature made of storm energies? With the wind itself. 3 ritual horns trap Storm Slave, but the lodestone now has enough storm energy to counteract the false winds. It will shed its corporeal form and safely release its stored energy. By safely, I mean in relation to Kanathi's roost. I recommend moving a fair distance away from Storm Slave when this happens. Perhaps keeping... You'll have no trouble.
I wish this day.
Children of the sea, your bonds cannot hold the tempest.
Come! You must leave this place! Follow me! My friend, the Maumar are fled or dead thanks to your efforts. Kanathi's roost is safe and voluntary. If Raz had known you, Of course.
Have you seen Gary? He's missing.
Zulana's son. When his father succumbed to skooma, Gary swore...
Yes, that's Gary. Please, you must find him. He's also...
Zulana heard many... A vile skooma peddler.
Hazek destroys...
Begone, bandit. Mother sent you? You thought her a poor mule. I sought to avenge my father's memory. Then when you free me, good. Now... I'm free. And in your debt. Locked. Must be a key around here somewhere. We must find the key. One of these Muskar smugglers.
To the side!
You don't have the will for this, but I do, cub.
I don't know how Mother will take this.
What have you done? And you have done what I could not. My husband now rests with the ancestors, free of the skooma enslaving him. When Hazek embraced skooma with more affection than he did with me, I gave him every chance to poisoned arrows to... I noted the ardor of the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. That is help, yes? But I would know. How did my son fare against Hazek?
Did he? Then Kari learns to stand with allies rather than on his own. He shows me he is ready. With Agir Trajijazeri. We justly take by force. Kari, you did what Mother could not.
I did what I knew to be right, to restore our family's honor.
You've proven worthy of our name. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. I'll dance beneath the two moons, as you've taught me.
Then we must complete your training.
Without a well-crafted...
Quality leather goods here?
I have the finest.
There's nothing like a good fire.
Still nothing.
think they are playing at? We paid them, yes?
There's nothing like a good fire. We put hammer to anvil to forge armor and weapons. You bet. A true blacksmith. LDPs can be augmented even more through the use of...
Soon, let's cut our losses and make for the mainland.
Without a well-crafted... Without a well-crafted...
Don't be shy. You want what we're offering, don't you? Then talk to Hutak about the secret ingredient that makes his brew so devastating.
I have many quality items crafted at the...
Quality wares.
I could use a break.
The Prowler is headed to Oridon. Chests full of gold. Aye, the Prowler is fully restored and...
There you are. Do not panic. There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I awoke upon...
Welcome. You stand... Well then, let's see what you're made.
Fair day. I'm Astanya, watch captain. With old Raz sent. I'll make sure news of the Marmor is passed on to the appropriate part. I'll just write that down. By help? Good. I want you to speak with 2 men.
High prices can't be beat. I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an... Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, of a sort, I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity on me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The Scroll 5 companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of them. Baron Aquilarius, the son of Colobian Duke, who led a rebellion against... You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the 5 companions. first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost amulet. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always... Each of the 5 companions you've already met, you've already met Thanes, are one of those influential... Manamako the traitor. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance...
The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manamako, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manamako to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark. Akatosh gave it. Manamako tricked Varen was lost. Tharn remains Chancellor of the ritual tore the... Tharn remains... When I discovered the truth is always a threat. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired.
I'm short on good help. You're the one you've seen recited. You'll find the people of Big Rock all across the island. Darj, the hunter, went to Sky Shroud.
Rana has no idea what she's doing. Did I ever risk your lives like this?
Не хватит. Скорее много есть, может попозже сейчас еще поиграю. Так, посмотрим. Так что всем спасибо, не прощаемся.